Everyone told me it was impossible. I had no revenue, no tax returns. It was a brand new business. Banks didn't even give me the time of day, but I still walked away with over $235,000 in funding. No documents, no financials, and yes, it was an unsecured loan, believe it or not. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. This isn't some made up scheme or some BS to sell you a course. This is something that I discovered when I was bootstrapping my own business and I was maxed out on my credit cards and desperate for a way out and funding everything through my personal expenses. I have the approval letters, the bank statements, and everything to prove it. And since then, I've helped countless other businesses do the same because that moment changed my life forever. And I knew that I had to pay it forward. And here's what we're going to cover today. Why revenue doesn't matter. Why lenders want to fund new businesses like yours. And my exact application strategy and timeline that'll get you approved for higher amounts of funding. And I'm going to share with you the data points that lenders are looking for on your credit profile. So let's jump in. Here's why no revenue is actually your secret weapon. You don't need it, period. I don't care what anyone says. Lenders would rather fund potential than messy financials. Think about that for a second. You just need to know how to present your business the right way. There are specific banks out there whose main focus is startups. Forget the old school banks with the strict requirements and the stuffy bank officers. There are banks you can literally walk into and get funded. But it all starts with preparing your personal and business profile. Here's what they really care about. Your company structure and your fundability score, your business compliance and setup, and also your personal and business credit profiles. Those are the things they look at. Let me break it down for you. Step one, your business structure, right? This is when you open up your LLC, you get your EIN, you set up a legit business address. Can't be your garage, your home, your apartment, PO box. You know, this is huge because it shows the banks that you're a real business, not just a side hustle out of your garage. But wait, nothing wrong with starting a business in a garage, right? Jeff Bezos did it with Amazon. So did Bill Gates with Microsoft. But what I'm trying to point out here is the importance of how banks view your company, right? But when it comes to banks, don't give them a reason to shut you down before they even talk to you. Nowadays, you don't get to speak to an actual banker. It goes through the fintech system or their automated system that's done by AI or computers to automatically decide whether or not they approve you and for how much. So it's really important that when you present and apply, all of your data points are accurate and exactly what the banks are looking for. Step two, it's about your business compliance. Here's some things that people often miss, right? Your business name and your NAICS code can literally make or break your approval chances. I get it. You want a cool, fancy name that's sexy, but you know, if you throw words in like construction, funding, real estate, financial, investments, those types of things, the banks are going to see you as high risk. Same thing with certain NAICS codes, right? Real estate investing, financial services, travel, CBD, you know, all of those are red flags. Instead, keep it broad and professional. Use codes like 541611, which is management consulting, or 541618. That's other consulting services. It's safe, it's clean, and it allows you to be fundable. And so those are the types of things that we want to make sure that you don't want to throw off any red flags right off the bat. Now, it doesn't mean you won't get approved or get funding, but the possibility, which is more often than not, that you're going to get lower limits, not to mention possibly denied. The third step in this process is optimize your credit profiles. It's not just about your score. It's about the details behind that score. Your credit history, your credit age, mix of accounts, your utilization, your inquiries, right? So applying at a bunch of places to try to see where you're going to get funding is not going to help you. It's certainly going to hurt you and definitely increase your chances of getting denied. And on the business side, your company needs to be reporting to the right bureaus. Think of your EIN as your business's social security number. Just like a newborn, right? You're issued a social security number that has no credit profile on it. You've got to start building credit the right way and from day one. And so positioning your business and compliance the correct way, which means that not only will your business be fundable, that means getting registered with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, or Equifax Business. These are the credit bureaus that are different from the personal. While there is an Experian and Equifax, these are specifically focused for business credit profiles. And it's important that your business show and register with these credit bureaus so that when the banks do a verification, they'll be able to identify your business and know that it's valid. And the most overlooked place are the bank data points. This is where almost everyone slips up. These are the exact details lenders use to decide if you get approved or denied. I'm talking about the right mixture of accounts on your credit report. What types of accounts? The limits they should have. The average age of your accounts. The max number of inquiries allowed. And even your credit utilization, where it should be before you apply. And here's the kicker. It's not just about your personal credit. Your business has to be reporting correctly to all the credit bureaus also. Because if it's not, you're done before you even start. Now here's the thing. Every bank is different and every funding amount requires a slightly different setup and different data point. That's why I'm not giving you generic numbers here. One wrong move can literally cost you tens of thousands of dollars in approvals and ruin your chances of getting funding. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I've put together my private lender list along with the sequence of banks that you should apply for to make sure you get the maximum amount of funding. It shows you exactly what banks are looking for, plus the exact sequence you need to follow to get the biggest approval possible. Here's the deal. I'm only giving this away for free for a short time. I could easily charge thousands of dollars for this. So if you're serious about getting funded, click the link below right now and grab it before it's gone.